Okay, fine. I'll talk about season 2. You want to know my opinion on it? It fucking sucks!
Previously on 13 Reasons Why.
What?
Are you serious? This is torture. You're torturing me and everyone else watching. Wait.
I guess that everybody hurts.
I don't know what this is, but it's kind of hot.
But a lot of you already know that. Most agree that season 1 didn't need a season 2. And everyone else can agree that quality dropped a little bit from season 1. Yeah, I gave season 1 a 3 out of 10. Season 2 just gets a fucking 1 out of 10. I'm just admitting it right now. But you all know that this video is late because I've been saving it for today. Since today is the 2nd year anniversary of Thatonefilmmaker. Yep, I've been doing this shit for 2 years. Whoopee. But to be honest, I'm super happy that I've been doing this show for 2 years. And it's weird that I technically started with 13 Reasons Why, and I'm celebrating that episode with another 13 Reasons Why video. Fuck, I need to stop talking about this dumbass show. So without further ado, let's start with...
Suicide is not for me.
So writing for this show is actually better than season 1. For the wrong reasons. Season 1's writing was awful, boring, and was good in only a couple of scenes. But with this, it's awful, boring, good in a couple of scenes, but it does have one redeeming quality. It's stupid. It's so stupid, characters just constantly say shit that makes me laugh my ass off saying, what? The writing is also repetitive for some characters, which certainly doesn't help the performances of the actors and actresses. Speaking of which...
Suicide is not for me.
The acting is better for some characters, like Zach and Jessica are pretty good. Clay is okay with his performance, but the writing for his character is so different. It's basically just him going, "Oh, I hate you guys for lying about Hannah, and I lost my girlfriend. Fuck you, Hannah, for haunting me."
It felt like this whole thing was gonna be over. But it's not.
It does get better near the end of the season, but it's not enough to fix everything. Alex is definitely the worst actor in the show by far. I mean, holy shit. Not only is the writing for his character just him saying, "I'm broken, no one fucking likes me, my dick is broke, everyone pity me."
What's going on, man? My legs don't work, and my brain doesn't work, my arms hurt. Worthless piece of shit.
Instead of giving a good performance like, I don't know, this, I'm broken. No one fucking likes me. My dick is even fucking broke. Everyone just pities me, says I'm the little guy. A bad actor is a person that never changes personality across all of his performances. But a really bad actor is a person who says all of his lines the same way in a monotone voice. He sometimes raises his voice, but most of the time, he just remains that way throughout the whole season. Yeah, and the other characters are okay, I guess. Courtney acts the same as before, but her story is much more interesting in court, so at least she isn't completely boring. Everyone else is basically just like how they were in season 1, except their dialogue is just less serious and more unintentionally funny. Bryce, on the other hand, is now less realistic than he was in season 1. The writing makes him look like a fucking supervillain that the police can't touch because he's rich and popular. I mean, yeah, that's true for a lot of people. If you have money, then you have power. But when it gets to the point where he just admits in front of his mom that, "I raped those girls and I'm gonna get away with it," like, what the fuck kind of person would say that? Okay, so this is the best and worst thing about this whole show. I love the fact that the whole season takes place in a courtroom. that the narration is all courtroom testimony. I love my courtroom movies, so this is a nice change of pace for me. Other than that, this plot is fucking bad. Instead of doing the obvious thing, which was not making a season 2, because season 1 felt so one-offish that making a sequel sounded like the dumbest idea Netflix have ever had. And would you look at that, it became the dumbest thing Netflix has ever made. Almost. I mean, there wasn't a sequel to the book, right? So why and how would this fucking company make a sequel that makes sense? Well, why was because 13 Reasons Why was popular for teens, while critics were mostly split on their opinions on it. And how? Well, I guess maybe finished parts of the book that they missed? No, because they finished the whole novel in season 1. No, all they did was, are you ready for this? Water down the original story's plot by adding just enough differences to call it a sequel, and also add in an alternative to the tapes. Like most critics that like Season 1 admit that Season 1 had some kind of point, while Season 2 is just saying that point again in a worse way. So I didn't touch upon this in Season 1, but the directing in Season 1 and Season 2 is fairly... It feels somewhat soap opera-ish and like a hodgepodge of Lifetime movies thrown together to tell a story. Camera angles are quite flat and have no style to them. It just feels so boring and somewhat real. Maybe the director thought that zooming in on characters' faces and playing old music would make the show feel less realistic, so he or she decided to make it intentionally boring and shitty to make it look like real life, which I can actually appreciate. Turning a negative into a positive is a great thing when it comes to being a director. So, good on you, 13 Reasons Why directors. It's just the same as Season 1. Okay, there are some different things, but overall those things are quite useless and barely add anything to the message. So, it's the same as before. Suicide is bad, and bullying causes it. So don't bully people, because they can commit suicide and make you feel guilty and sad. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the shit that everyone's already talked about, you know, the mop scene and the ending of the show. So, the mop scene. It's gross, and I almost threw up when I actually watched it. Not going to give any details, but when they pulled the mop out of his... Yeah, it's so fucking gross that all I'm gonna say is that it's stupid and unnecessary, that it created a plot hole that was never resolved. It's just, why did the jocks cover their faces when they beat up Clay, but when they shoved the mop up Tyler's ass, they had no masks on at all? Did they just assume that he wouldn't talk to the school about it? Like, you guys are so fucking stupid! Now, the ending. All I heard before I watched Season 2 was that the mop scene ruined the whole season, and that the ending alluded to a school shooting. Now, during that time, the Parkland shooting and all the other shootings in America were going on, and then I heard that the show had its own school shooting scene. Now, the original ending actually sounded interesting to me, but the creators changed it because the Parkland shooting happened, which was a good call. It's still weird that they would leave in Tyler walking up to the school with 2 pistols and an assault rifle. But still, the ending is really shitty. Just like Season 1, it's a stupid cliffhanger to another season that no one wants. With Season 1, the fans wanted a Season 2, but critics didn't want it. But now fans don't want Season 3, and critics have just fucking given up on the show after Season 2 being so bad.
Whoa. I know it's kind of a random ending, but after that was a bunch of just me talking about stupid scenes that were specifically in Season 2. This is long after I've done recording for the episode. I just kind of forgot that I really didn't put in an ending. So, this is going to be the ending of the video. I'm going to put all of me saying stupid shit in the credits of this video, because personally, I don't want you guys to just sit there looking at the trailer over and over again, just hearing me say, this scene was stupid, this scene was stupid. That's boring. So, if you want to sit through the credits and just watch all of just me complaining about the fucking show, then go right ahead. There's a lot of it. So I just wanted to talk about how honestly grateful I am that I've been doing this for 2 years, because if you don't know me, I've done YouTube multiple times with gaming channels and shit that I've worked on with my brother, and every time I always quit within like 1 or 2 months. And the fact that I've been doing this channel for more than 6 months is amazing to me, because like I said, I always quit with these YouTube things, but everyone on this channel is so supportive that I feel like I owe it to you guys just to keep making more content. And with this new schedule I'm making, where it's either 2 Just Saw style videos a week or 1 garbage video every week, I feel like I can finally start actually making up for you, like making up for the lack of content I had in season 2 of Thatonefilmmaker. So season 3 will be fucking packed to the brim with content, where you'll be getting like 10 videos every month, to the point where every single Thatonefilmmaker season is gonna be like 60 episodes. So basically, I'm giving you a shit ton of content. But also, I showed a little thing in the Chuck video, but I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for the 200 subscribers. I remember when I was at 30 subs, I was grateful, and when I got to 100, I was like astounded. I had no idea I would reach 100 subscribers, and it's only been like 5 or 6 months since I reached 100 subscribers. So it took a year to reach 100, but it took like half of that to just reach another 100 subscribers. So the fact that this channel is growing at a fast rate is awesome to me. I am so happy that you guys are enjoying my content, because I spend a lot of time making these videos, and you know, I have school going on, but I'm just dedicated to doing this channel. Just like a funny behind the scenes or whatever, usually when I make one of these videos, it takes me around 3 to 5 hours per video. Yeah, for like the garbage videos, yeah, like 3 to 5 hours just to fucking make one of these. And it's a lot, but I like doing these. And when you guys comment down below and say, you know, funny jokes and whatever, it's awesome. It makes this whole experience feel worth it. And I'm just grateful for all of you guys. I'm not gonna cry or anything, because every single YouTuber does that, because this is 200 subscribers. Like, this isn't a huge milestone like 100 was. The next huge milestone is either going to be 500 subscribers or 1,000. But still, just thank you guys. The channel growing is just, it's been awesome. As for upcoming videos and stuff, the Twilight Zone video, the whole idea is that I wasn't going to write my script for what I'm going to say until all the other YouTubers were done with their videos, so I would know that the video was possible. Like, there wouldn't be one guy that dropped out, so me writing a whole script would be pointless. So I'm writing the script. It's almost done right now, so I'm probably going to finish that right now. And the video will be out either, I'm going to say most likely this week, because really all I have to do is just get my shit together, voice my lines, and edit it all together. So I'd expect it to come out this week. And as for other projects like films and stuff, it's very dry right now. Ever since Breathe came around, and I put a lot into making that, and then it just, I had to cancel the project. It took a lot out of me, and I'm feeling bad because this channel is called Thatonefilmmaker, and I haven't made a movie in a long time. So I'm trying to come up with ideas. I have a lot. It's hard sitting myself down and making a script, because I'm making so many videos that just sitting my ass down and working on an actual creative short film script is hard. But after the Twilight Zone video, I plan on trying to do just all videos, that since those are unscripted, at least for maybe a week or two, so I can sit down and finish a short film script, and after that I can film it, and the next thing you know, I'll have a short film ready for you guys. I'm not sure, since I have a good idea that people are saying is a quality, film idea. It's just that it's not going to probably be my Thespian short, because it sounds more like a 10 to 15 minute short rather than a 5 minute. So I'm coming up with a lot of things for you guys, for films and stuff. It's just, life is hard right now, so I'm gonna try my best, because that's the most I can do. The last thing I want to say is Patreon. When it comes to Patreon, I understand if you don't want to support it, because sometimes you just don't have money, but I want to admit that I can't run ads in my videos because I'm not at 1,000 subscribers, and I don't think I'm going to reach 1,000 subscribers. And even if I do reach 1,000 subscribers, you guys have seen my videos, like, they have copyrighted music, copyrighted footage, so making money off of, my videos is impossible. So the Patreon is the next best thing. Something that I really didn't, put into my Patreon is that 25% of what I get on Patreon is going to go towards actual Thatonefilmmaker videos, and the rest is going towards budgets for my film projects. Because if you don't know, budgets for my short films usually cost a decent bunch. Ballad of Derek Conway cost $20 around, $20. Mute was $50, $60. So the more complicated the story is, the higher the budget. So I'm anticipating my new short to probably have a budget of possibly maybe $100. I don't know. It solely depends on what I need for the movie. So I'm just saying that if you want to help the channel out, support me, go on the Patreon, throw a few dollars my way, and if you don't, it's fine. I'll figure out a way to finance my own budgets, because that's life. But thank you for supporting, if you will, and if not, just subscribe, like the videos. That's enough for me. Because honestly, you guys just watching my videos, it's just, it means a lot. I've said that so many fucking times. Well, to close this video, I've been recording for fucking 8 minutes. Jesus. To close this video out, I'm Blake Childress, and I'm that one filmmaker, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye now.
So this show has some really stupid shit in it, and this time I'm actually going to show some of the dumb shit. So the counselor goes down to the baseball players and talks to them about some serious stuff, and one of the players just says probably the dumbest thing any person could have said in that situation. Then the coach tells the counselor that he's not allowed to talk with the players unless the counselor talks with him first. Why the fuck? In the real world, the counselor has so much more power over you. He can talk to your players whenever the fuck he wants. Even in this show's universe, he would still have more power over the coach. Also, this scene where Clay and Skylar are having sex, and he jumps up saying, "Oh shit, I felt cuts!" I don't know why, but that was funny to me. Also, the counselor shoving Bryce against the wall and saying, "Stay away from Jessica," is stupid, because in this universe, Bryce can just get anyone fired or beat up because he's rich and he's a supervillain. So why did the counselor just shove this guy up a wall and expect not to get fired? He does later, but it's because he failed to save Hannah, which in of itself is bullshit, because the counselor is the best character in this whole goddamn show. I guess maybe this is all just a part of his inner conflict of him being guilty over not saving Hannah, but still, no counselor would do this in the real world. Oh shit, I just thought of another stupid part. I couldn't find any clips, but it's the part where the coach warns Bryce and basically tells Bryce, "Hey, stop fucking girls in that clubhouse of yours." What the fuck? Why would a coach just let that shit go on anyway? Oh, let me guess, this show doesn't take place in the real world where people have logic and reasoning? Yeah, this show is so great because of how realistic it is. There's certainly more, but I gotta end this video, so this isn't really stupid, it's more just somewhat pointless and it kind of confused me while I was watching. Basically, while Jessica's telling her sexual assault story, Hannah starts telling the courtroom about hers, which is cool because both were raped by Bryce, but then almost every single female character in the show talks about their own sexual assault stories. What? I get that it's kind of like when the Oscars had that clip of a woman talking about how they were receiving more representation in Hollywood. Except here it's about women can be easily taken advantage of. And I agree with the point that they're trying to get across, but why is it put there? Because it made me think that the girls are all talking about Bryce. How about making it to where one or two girls help prepare Jessica for facing Bryce by telling her their own stories? That actually makes sense in the show's own world. And hell, it makes it more realistic. But they sacrifice realism for pandering in this show. I already gave this show a 1 out of 10, so I want to end this video on a quote that I found from the CEO of Netflix after he got controversy for renewing the show for another season. Nobody has to watch it. That is the best way to describe this whole fucking show. Nobody has to watch it.